Pastor Sandy.
Man, I know y'all seen the shit with your boy, the televangelist dude, Kenneth Copeland. Talking about he praying over the TV, had his hands out toward the TV with the damn with the grease on his fingers.
What?
Oh, God.
Man, the nigga had the oil on his fingers, man. Kenneth Copeland. You ain't see that?
I ain't seen that one, man. Hey, but they said, man, like scamming is at an all-time high, like the national security and shit. So motherfuckers going in on the elderly, man. They faking like they doctors and shit, charging them, asking them for a payment, and acting like they got the coronavirus vaccine, but you got to put your name on the list. You know what I'm saying, to get it, and you got to make a payment. You know what I mean?
So you got
oh man,
reaction.
They got the essential oils, or the essential oils for sale. That's gonna cure it. I mean, it's like, dude, they said this is national security. So once they get involved, you know, it's like going overboard. Motherfuckers going overboard with it.
Man, look, hey, Kenneth Copeland told them cats, if you lose your job, make sure you keep on paying your tithes. He said, Jesus is your source, not your job. Jesus is your source.
Hey, yo, we live too, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep building though. Keep the easy build right there. Keep that right there.
Yeah, that's nuts though, man. That's scamming, man. Motherfuckers, they targeting the elderly too, man. They said they targeting mostly the elderly.
Virus targeting the elderly.
That's what they were saying. They was saying that. They was like, man, it's hitting them from all kind of ways because they the most vulnerable to the virus. And they the most vulnerable to get scammed. So like they getting a double whammy.
And they the most vulnerable to the disease.
I'm saying, they getting a double whammy and shit. You know, it's crazy.
When I get 60 or 70 years old, they're not scamming me, nigga. Cause I'm gonna keep reading. Trust me. I'm like, what? Nigga, get that shit. I had my gun on me. You know what I'm saying? You get that age, I had your gun on me. And my gun on me at all times, yo.
They said they faking like doctors and shit and calling the elderly people like, yeah, we treated your granddaughter for coronavirus, but we need a payment. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man,
that's crazy, man.
Payment.
They capitalizing off the fucking pandemic, man. Capitalizing.
Oh man.
Nature of the beast, man.
See what we got there, man. E5, what's good, man? Lamar Pope, what it do? Indonesia, 5,000. Rob Rich, where you at, Julon? I see you. I'm gonna send you that link, Julon. I don't know where you at. I'm gonna send you the link. Brothers from the UK, what's good? Jeremy, what up with you? Yeah, we're gonna have a good show tonight, man. Definitely gonna have a good show. I'm yelling and screaming, lost my damn voice. Well, you know I'm going to yell no more. The hell is going on? They can't. Some bullshit right there, yo. Dang.
I missed it.
Nigga say a word too loud, yo. He can't talk afterwards.
That balance, man. Keep your balance.
I calm the fuck down, nigga. Damn, I yell for 20 minutes. I'm done. Dang. Shit. The hell's going on? They say shit change when you get a little older. But they ain't telling you to lose your daggone voice, though.
Yeah, you heal up a little slower.
That what it is?
You heal up a little slower.
I'm talking about talking, nigga. I ain't talking about fighting.
No, yeah. Yelling.
Yep.
You don't heal.
Damn. I can't yell no more, yo.
I just start doing some sign language and this shit.
I gotta do some sign language, yo.
Yeah, see, here again.
Yeah, you right about that.
I gotta go to the actual channel.
Huh?
To get the I don't know why it ain't in my like subscription and shit, like the
video, man, let the people get in the building for a minute. Let them get in the building.
Might have to hit that bell, Corey.
Hey, Jelonda, post the show on Facebook. for me. Y'all post the show on Facebook. Got 29,000 people in the building, man. I know we can get some more people up here than that, yo. God damn. Really? Goodness gracious. You know what I'm saying? We're in the middle of a damn pandemic, man. And I feel like those who educate the people should be on this no matter what. Let me see. Although we can be, we can do a lot of different shit. We got you down. What the hell is CK? I ain't even get a damn thing, yo. Where's Chef at? Where you at, Chef? Let me see. That was a mean book, Chef, putting that thing. Y'all check that out?
Yeah, I just downloaded the audio book.
I know, I'm going audio book. I know you're going audio book, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna do audio book too. I seen it. I didn't even download it though. It's in my email though, but I didn't download it yet.
Hey, one of y'all send CK the link. Y'all can do that? Oh, I got it. Julanda, where you at, Julanda? Yeah, Julanda. Oh man, I got this. Cab, I told you going live. Hold on. Let me see.
They got a thumbs down already. We ain't even said vaccine yet.
Damn. Hey. I thumbs down already. All right, man. Y'all win, yo.
It's like, we
can't argue with you. Think about it, yo. If this can't convince you the viruses are serious and the only fight against viruses is vaccine science, then I mean, what more could I say? You know what I'm saying? What more could I say?
Nobody.
What more could I say?
If that don't convince
you. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're like, this ain't real now?
Yeah, my dad, I had to go in on my dad a little bit, man. He came to me with a conspiracy theory today, man. I'm like, Dad, what is you watching, man? What you been watching, Dad? You know what I mean? You can't be watching that bullshit, InfoWars and shit. I don't know what he been watching. Well, he like, yeah, they said they manufactured it in South Carolina or something like that. He like, what you think about that? I'm like, yeah, Dad, don't be watching that. Whatever you watching, stop watching it.
South Carolina.
Yeah, some shit, man. I don't know what he been watching, but yeah, I had to get him right.
That nigga say South Carolina. He ain't even say China.
Yeah. I think that's like a Chinese talking point, though. I think that's a Chinese.
Is it?
You know how they put out misinformation and shit like that. I think it's one of their little talking points that they do. You know what I mean?
Man, yo. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Look, y'all, Black African Power was good, was happening, a well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Ooh-wee, man, y'all already know what it is. It's God killer in the house, man. Look, with the pseudo killers, man. All right, so yeah, we in this building, man. What's going on with you? Concrete Corey, you know what I'm saying? I know why they call you Concrete Corey, because you building bridges, man. You know what I'm saying? You connecting the science and the technology, you know what I'm saying? And you bridging the way to the people, baby. And I appreciate that. What's up, Concrete Corey?
You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, man. Pseudo killing, you know what I mean? Building bridges, you know. That's how they gonna get that vaccine to you, man. If there ain't no bridges, you'll never get that vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So, just trying to maintain the infrastructure, man. Building and maintaining the infrastructure.
Yeah, building and maintaining, man. What's up, Kent? What's good with you, man? Pseudo killer on deck. What it do, man?
Ain't too much, man. Just watching everything close, man. Seeing when we got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pseudo killers on deck.
Yeah, pseudo killers on deck, man. Where you at, Nahisi? Nahisi might be at work. You know how Nahisi do. Where you at, Nahisi?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the job just listening in. Yeah, pseudo killer on deck though, man. I'm waiting for the rest of the people to come through. But you know, it's been a very, very interesting week. Of course, as usual, I've been howling and screaming, so my voice is kind of gone. All right. But you know, we gotta do the show. The show must go on. So it's like an overwhelming amount of information of what we're doing. So I just basically feel like, you know, this gotta be the space, the safe space for real information. Like those who know, we constantly putting out information because we're in a serious situation right about now. For the first time in our lives, everybody listening, you know what I'm saying? You had to go all the way back to 1918, being a pandemic. You gotta mute your line out.
Oh, my bad.
You building bridges live. Concrete Corey building bridges live on air, yo. Oh man. Yeah, that's funny right there. That was a good one, man. I see CK, see what Kill on deck. What's up, sis? How you doing?
Peace.
You said
Peace
that
to the
easy.
chat. Peace to the panelists. What y'all got going on over here, man?
We just got to
go.
You are the hot mess. Julanda said, and CK, us said, bring that ass over here. Man, I'm tired as hell, man. I've been working late every day. I'm working double shift.
Oh, get some
I
sleep.
get home. No, I'm not tired today. I'm good today. I just wanted to just chillax and not do nothing for a few hours.
I say at least you working though. That's the main thing.
Man, I need a different job. I need to make more money, man. I'm student loan, son. Government talking about something, they finna forgive them shits. I'm like, please forgive me, yo. Forgive me. I got like 30K in the hole.
Well, you funny. I see you, Monica Land.
What? I'm dead serious, yo. I'm scared as hell. These motherfuckers gonna put me in jail one day, probably.
They gonna put you in where?
I mean, I doubt it. They'll put us in jail for those of us that don't pay it, but you wouldn't believe, like, some students, like, they've committed suicide over not being able to pay their student loan debts, yo.
Damn.
I ain't worried about that shit right
they
now.
was marked for destruction anyway, yo. Come on, yo.
What you saying? I'm marked for fucking destruction, Unc?
No, I'm saying if you kill yourself over student loan, you bugging. All you gotta do is set up a $10 a month payment.
Some people owe way more than I do. So I
Call it a day. So yeah, we're in the midst of a pandemic, which is a situation. Okay, and it's real reckless out here. It's important for the people to be able to have a space where they can come get legitimate, sound information, and that's what we're here for. And we want to make sure we keep it sound and keep it real tight. We ain't here to fight and make what they would call scamming videos. We ain't doing all that, man. I promise the people that the pseudo killers will not be involved in that type of behavior. Now, you might catch me on another show cussing somebody out, though. When I'm by myself, you might just catch that. But that ain't what I want to do. I want y'all to, you know, come through and see that. Y'all know people will trust a preacher before they trust an atheist or real black atheist or anti-theist. Y'all know that, right?
True indeed.
It's a trip, right? So we want to make this space comfortable for those who don't believe, right? This community, whether you know it or not, was based off of Black Socrates, for real. Like, he the first one that was laying it down. For real. I'll take care of that. So basically, I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So yeah, Black Socrates, he was at the forefront of what later on will become the conscious community. All right, that's a fact right there. So, you know, we need to understand that, and we've always been thinkers, and that's what we at. So we got this preacher, all right? Someone saw another, I think it was Black News 102, y'all. It was on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of get it in the queue. kind of run it a little bit into some things that we need to point out. I want to make sure y'all call in too today, man. I'm gonna give y'all a number to call in. Julian and them, y'all can put that number there for the people to call in for questions. We want y'all to go ahead and participate today. But I want to kind of play this video to show you just the recklessness of the religions amongst us. We ain't even getting into the pseudos. The pseudos is bananas right about now. Like y'all was saying, they scamming people. They got you convinced that certain herbs gonna work. There's no scientific information coming back on none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine said he brought some airborne today. I was like, man, that's not gonna help. He said, yeah, it's saying on the bottle. So let me pull it up real quick, real fast before I get into a Reverend Do Right. Y'all wanna add something real quick?
I mean,
Concrete, somebody?
I think he muted.
I don't know, man. Pseudos are out of control, man. I woke up last week and my timeline was just nuts. I didn't know what to do, man. I had to call for help. I was like, yo, I can fight one pseudo. I can fight two. I might be able to even fight three. But it's 10 of these mother flowers on each post. And it's like more than 10 posts popping up on my timeline. It was just nuts. I didn't know what was going on last Thursday. At least on Facebook, at least. And the crazy thing is with Facebook, I mean, Facebook really ain't all that anyways. But they've been flagging people's articles that people are posting on Facebook that are legitimate, that are about the coronavirus. Because they flagged one of my articles. I ain't never been flagged before in my life on Facebook. But they flagged one of mine. And of course I disputed it because I'm like, yo, this joint is factual. This is on point. You letting all these mother flipping crazy behind conspiracy theory mother flowers post all these fake behind articles, spread misinformation. You're not flagging none of that, but you flagged this article?
Right.
But you know, a couple days later, they ended up reversing that. But still, it's just the fact that, yo, like y'all can't just sit up here and use these bots to do all the work for y'all. They're gonna have to have real people actually looking into some of this stuff.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, man. Especially when you got preachers and stuff going on there talking about the Lord told them to don't take the virus. Don't take the vaccine, or you gonna die and all this shit. Like, you got people talking about. You got Kenneth Copeland talking about something now. Keep on paying your tithes, even if you lost your job. Keep on paying them tithes. I'm like, what?
Nah, they need to go to jail,
man.
And I call them religious people out of my Facebook, and I give zero fucks because I got a lot of people in my family that's super religious, and I hope they saw that shit too. I told them, I said, hey, I thought that y'all had faith. Look at all these darn churches closing down, talking about we not finna congregate because, concerns about the virus. What?
Right.
You're supposed to be relying on Jesus Christ to protect you. You're supposed to be relying on God to fight the virus for you.
All right. When they get the vaccines back, when the vaccines come, though, when everything blow over, they're gonna be back. They're gonna say, "Oh, see, look what God did." You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you can't even beat them at this point. You know what I mean?
Man, I hope. Never mind. I was gonna say something inappropriate. I'm gonna let it
go. Well, I disappeared on the show. What the
hell? Hey, real life hitting them pastors though. You know what I mean? They like, yeah, we can't be congregating. You know what I mean? We're gonna hold fire practice online.
I knew it was serious when they stopped people from getting the holy water, man. When it was like, yo, we about to stop this right here because it's too much going on. The viruses is out here and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was crazy, man.
No, man. I got an even crazier story. I had a mother flipping nurse talking about this isn't worse than influenza. And I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hold up, you a nurse working on my home. What'd you say? I'm like, I said, what evidence you got to back that up that this is not worse than the influenza? Well, more people die from influenza than this coronavirus. But I'm like,
Right.
you do realize that we have been coming up with vaccines for the flu every year. There is no vaccine for this. Please explain the difference between something that has a vaccine versus one that doesn't have a vaccine. And the one that there is no vaccine for, that one's somehow less dangerous than the one that there is a vaccine for.
Exactly.
So
And
she
then
couldn't get out of that joint. And I've been looking at her funny ever since, because I'm like, yo, you are a nurse. You telling me that you're not looking into this at least a little bit?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be one of the first people to come in contact with this.
Right.
And I'll be honest, I'm not afraid to say it, that we've had flu precautions on almost all the damn homes on the whole compound.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I got sick before all these homes started to get the flu. I got sick like a good 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and I haven't been sick since. But I don't think that the coronavirus is on the compound, because no one has died from it. Like no residents have died from it. No,
No cases or not like
people that work that have died from it, but they've had to, quarantine the home or whatever. And like I said, like ever since this virus thing has popped off, like my job has been tripping, son.
Yeah, my homegirl was telling me they locking the nurses in, or they talking about they might have to lock them in. And I'm like, well, damn, they don't think y'all got to go home for y'all kids and not like that. And she was like, hey, that's in the contract. Like something like this go down and they lock us in, we be in there, or we got to quit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn.
Yeah. Some of them working from home too. Like, if you don't deal with actual patients, then they working from home and all that kind of shit too. So yeah, they serious about it, man. They serious about it.
Yeah.
I feel like if they're going to do that, they need to have some kind of contingency and plan for their people's family, whether they're going to have a safe spot for their family to be, or allow them to go see their family. Because you telling people that they can't leave. Hold up now, you violating some laws now. You starting to hold people hostage. You kidnapping people at this point.
Look,
you gonna lock them in.
And they told her she couldn't wear a mask or whatever because it might scare the patients into thinking that they got it. I'm like, man, you better put that damn mask on, yo.
You need to ignore it. That's terrible advice.
Yeah.
That's terrible advice. Just like I told my boss the other day ago, when they kind of started tripping and forcing all of us to wear a mask and gloves. This one, you got to wear gloves all day. And I'm like, I'm not wearing gloves all day, because the CDC explicitly said, do not wear gloves all day, because if you're touching the surfaces of something that may have the virus on it, all you're doing is just on the gloves.
Right.
I'm like, y'all are tripping. I said, I'm finna just hide my office, man. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, the supplies, my wife said like the supplies is low in some hospitals. Hers is, they got enough supplies at her hospital, but they said some of the hospitals is like reusing the mask and shit, reusing all the PPE. Yeah.
Cycling.
Yeah.
Supplies.
I'm not gonna lie, having equipment is a real serious problem. That's why I told my boyfriend the other day ago, I said, babe, please listen to me. He think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm tripping. I said, babe, listen, my dude. Listen to me.
Conspiracy there, though.
I give zero fucks. I said, listen, I'm telling you, if and only if things get that bad to where they trying to put us in martial law, mother flowers are tripping, running around looting, robbing people. We getting the guns, we grabbing the canned goods, we leaving everything else, get some clothes, grab all the ammo, we going to my grandma's house out in the country. You tripping, yo. And I said, if you don't want to come, I'm leaving your bitch ass here.
That country got to be about the safest place right about now, man.
Oh yeah, that's why I told him, I said, like if we ever did move somewhere, I would like to move out in the country, but we got to have good internet out there, man. That's the only problem about moving out in the country.
Yes,
all right, y'all see that on the screen?
Yeah, airborne.
Immune support supplement, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that statement? Nobody going to say anybody
immune support.
Huh? Is that possible?
Like, well, I know that
Not if it can go. I mean, if it's airborne, then you can breathe it in. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the name of the product. It's called Airborne, man. Come on, Kent. You never seen that in the store?
Oh
Hey,
nah, I ain't never seen that shit.
either you got a healthy immune system or you don't.
Okay. Well, yo,
That's what I think about it.
Kent, you're a funny
I'm
guy.
trying to. Hey, look, I'm looking at the word, trying to break it down in my head. Like, okay, let me see.
Good God Almighty, yo.
But nah, what you were saying, though?
Bro. It's a supplement, Airborne, man. I'm really pretty sure you go to any food market, CVS and all that, you can get the Airborne. It's vitamin C and all that, all right? And so people are going around saying, hey, man, this is going to boost your immune system up, get it. You can't even get it in the store. So let's look at it real fast and see exactly what they're saying about this particular product. It's important to educate our people on some real simple shit, right? Life ain't complicated, but we can break down the myths and the misinformation one pseudo claim at a time. So this is a pseudo claim to think that this right here can actually boost your immune system. You can see that, CK, where you at? Airborne is a dietary supplement, all right, containing
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
oxidants, all right, electrolytes, you got vitamins. What else you got in here? Originally marketed as preventing the common cold and improving immune function, all right? Cold remedy. Airborne settles lawsuit. Oh, okay. The benefits of its use are uncertain. All right. So right now, this product is in the market that people are promoting to boost your immune system. Tells you right here in this encyclopedia that the benefits of its use is uncertain. It says there are no studies supporting airborne effectiveness that meet scientific standards. Okay? I'm gonna say this again. There are no studies supporting airborne's effectiveness that meet scientific studies. Goes on to say the former owners were fined by the Federal Trade Commission for deceptive advertising and were subject of successful class action. So they basically got sued, man. All right. And so, I was talking to one of my good friends, and he was going back and forth, and he read it and say, see right here, is an immune supplement for your immune. I say, no, bro. And so I sent him this right here. This is a very easy, simple fix. The airborne ain't doing none of that. There's no scientific evidence with that at all. You might want to add something to that? All right, so we move
I know
on
you kind of gone over it before
Huh?
about how a lot of these supplements that we kind of take, that they really ain't doing too much of nothing, and a lot of them aren't even really regulated by the FDA. So I never would have thought that their stuff is fraudulent, because a lot of people do use them, and it's pretty popular. Even their commercials are very well known as well. I mean, I've never taken their products, but
the airborne.
I do think that our laws do need to be a little bit more stricter when it comes to stuff like this and this being advertised to the public.
All right, let me get this video up. All right. Get the Reverend on there. See what the Reverend got to say about it. Old Reverend, the old religious amongst us, but they get us in there.
Hey, after you do that, we'll get your boy Kenneth Copeland in there too, if you can find that, John.
Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah, the televangelist dude.
No, I know I can play this video because it's on Sonetta joint.
Oh, okay.
Can't just start throwing up. I think you can put him in there like what? Because you got the timestamp and all that?
Shit, I can get it. Hold on.
Slow. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
All right, this will not be.
Can y'all hear that clear?
Yeah, I hear.
Clear.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Real clear.
Long at all. We have to get Tahira up here, and I encourage all the S4C family all over the world to listen for the message that's coming up today. Powerful speaker and powerful message. So I am looking forward to that. I am only here to give you information concerning the coronavirus and the information and the intelligence that God has provided me with. And
all right, let's freeze that right there. So we already know it's a shim-sham.
Right. He the only one got the information. God provided him with it.
Already.
He's already out of pocket. He's already out of hand. Anybody want to say anything else? Because he even started off.
Man, and you know the crazy part is it's probably mostly like elderly people in the church. I mean, is he in the church right there? It looked like he at the church right there.
Like in a makeshift studio.
Man, he might be in that. He might be in that joint by himself, man.
Yeah. Well,
just got like a little button for the crowd and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but the main thing is like the main people who in church and who listen to these preachers is like older people. So like they the most vulnerable, you know what I mean, to this misinformation and
shit. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what he say.
Not my own, but through military people, through Secret Service people, over 40 years of Secret Service in the intelligence department in the United States under many different presidents. So I'm giving you information from people who know what's going on. Okay. Now, as I give you this information at the end, the dire warning is this: no matter if you have
can you pause it up?
A flu-like symptom.
Huh?
Can you pause it real quick? I want to say something. I want to make a comment.
Good.
Like when he said a red flag automatically goes up for me when people say things like, well, this is information that I'm getting from Secret Service agents or somebody that worked for the NSA, you know, something like that. That's always a red flag right there for me. Because most conspiracy theorists, they all say that. They all say the same thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's what they say, like it's really supposed to get you. Yeah, you know, my great-grandfather, you know what I'm saying, worked for the, FBI, and then my cousin's father, Uncle Billy, best friend, had a baby by Cheryl, who was connected to the CIA, and they said, yo, you know what I mean, it's going down. Yeah.
Do not take any vaccines.
Okay.
I'm telling you this now, and this is from the Lord. If you have a flu-like symptom, get some flu-like medicine and get some rest, and you and your body will heal from that.
Okay, so first of all,
take any vaccines. If you take the vaccine, the coronavirus is in the vaccine.
All right, so let's back that up a little bit. Let's identify the misinformation. First of all, the Lord, the landlord. What Lord was it? Was it the landlord? Lords of England? It told him that. The crazy Lord, right? Told him don't for us not to take no
Vice Lord.
The Vice Lords?
I don't care, man. Somebody need to report this. I don't care. Report them to FBI, flipping government, any local police department. Like, this should be illegal. Like, I see why some countries have like strict censorship laws and like really authoritative and controlling of what is said and who get to say it because of stuff like this. Like, we got the freedom of speech in this country, and the first thing you do is abuse it to get money out of people, to control people.
Yeah, but you can't incite. It's not freedom of speech when you like inciting riots or violence and shit like that. So like this could incite like a uprising. That's like illegal right there. What he's doing. You know, if they wanted to get like real technical to the letter of the law, I think they could get him for something.
Yeah, but he's inciting bad health on our people, yo. He's misinformed.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, let's go back again. Let's see.
Hey, but I'm confused though. Like he said, is he getting this from the Lord or is he getting it from the insiders, from the CIA? What did he say he got it from?
Both
From,
places, I guess he mixed
Secret
it up.
Service. He said from the Secret Service.
And then he said the Lord.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Not in the symptoms, okay? Now, so you guys, you do not understand that we are in the middle of a revolution. I know you don't understand this because the Lord has put me in position to deal with a certain amount of people.
Y'all don't understand this. The Lord put that knucklehead in a position to talk to a certain amount of people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to go back on. I did too much. All right.
The coronavirus is in the vaccine, not.
All right. So first of all, they do not have a coronavirus vaccine. Do they have a coronavirus vaccine yet?
No.
So how in the hell is the coronavirus in a vaccine when we don't have a vaccine yet? Okay. So we already see he's frauding. Then he said the Lord said don't take a vaccine. Then the Lord didn't give him the right information about the vaccine. Wouldn't the Lord know that a vaccine hasn't been developed yet? The all-knowing God?
Well, God already know they gonna make the vaccine. Is that what he's saying? Like he just he in the future. This a prophet. This a prophecy right here.
But wouldn't God know that they don't put coronavirus in the vaccine? Wouldn't God know that?
Yeah, he probably would. You should know that.
I mean, why would an all powerful God need a vaccine? Why would he just snap his fingers and people heal just like that? I mean,
okay, this is misinformation at an all-time high. They're older people maybe in this church. They're younger people. They're just people, period. They're definitely black people because ain't no white people gonna sit up there and listen to this fool. All right?
Nah.
In the symptoms, okay? Now, so you guys, you do not.
Wait, is he reading from something? He actually wrote that down? Let me get this straight. He wrote that down?
That's his sermon.
He couldn't remember that nonsense. He just made up anything anyway. Why would you have to write that down?
He might not have wrote nothing down. He just looking like on the paper like he got the information.
I know you don't understand this because the Lord has put me in position to deal with a certain amount of people who understand and know what is going on. This operation is an intelligence operation that began by 200 generals, secret service officers, okay?
200.
Began because of what happened at 9/11 in 2001. 200 generals got together and said, enough, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And so an operation began to overthrow this government and to stop child pedophilia and many things that were going.
So hold on. I mean,
yeah, all over the place.
What? 200 generals. We went from the corona, and the Lord said, "Don't take it." To 200 generals. So what does the 200 generals have to do with anything?
200.
He lost me right there. I was right in between there. He lost me.
to stop pedophilia.
I gotta see what was he
right?
going with the 200 generals. Let's go back a little bit. I gotta see where he was going with that.
Yeah, how did we get to the 200 generals? Hold on.
Or is them the ones from the CIA that gave him the information? Is that what he said?
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Inside?
So an operation began to overthrow this government and to stop.
What?
Is an intelligence operation that the Lord has put me in position to deal with a certain amount of people who understand and know what is going on. This operation is an intelligence operation that began by 200 generals, secret and secret service officers, okay? It began because of what happened at 9/11.
Hold on, did y'all catch that? Is that making any sense?
Not at all.
They trying to overthrow the government or something?
Yeah, how they segue from, hold on.
Because of 9/11.
Hold on, man. Let's see. Let's get this right. Because he's serious. He like he got the goddamn corona.
I don't know how he can keep a straight face and say that.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let's see how I get to the
That's talented.
200 generals.
I understand that we are in the middle of a revolution.
Okay.
I know you don't understand this because
all right, middle of a revolution.
That's why we don't understand.
All right.
It's in the vaccine, not in the symptoms. Okay. Now, for you guys, you do not understand that we are in the middle of a revolution. I know you don't understand this because the Lord has put me in position to deal with a certain amount of people who understand and know what is going on. This operation is an intelligence operation that began by 200 generals, secret and secret service officers, okay? It began because of what happened at 9/11 in 2001. 200 generals got together and said, enough, okay? And so an operation began to overthrow this government and to stop child pedophilia and many things that were going on around the world, okay? How does this connect to the virus?
Yes, how?
First of all, they wanted to, and President Trump is aware of this, they wanted to implement a pandemic that would panic the whole world. To cause a pandemic, you first have to get people sick. How do you get people sick? You have to implement something in the air that causes flu-like symptoms. The designated spot to do this was in Wuhan, China. They set off 5G in enormous capacity in Wuhan, China.
Okay. That's what it is. So the generals trying to stop the corrupt government decimates the whole population. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see this?
Yeah, so 5G, what do they mean? Is they meaning like this, like internet service 5G? or am I not up on the game here?
Hey, Corey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the same thing, bro. I thought it was like the bars on your phone or some shit. Like I ain't even.
Yeah. What they
looking at that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
what they mean 5G.
Well, I basically want to be real polite with this, but you know, everybody's talking about the 5G coronavirus. Yeah. Like that had like a 5G can actually produce coronavirus. So, okay, so he's tripping. So let's get the scenario straight. He's basically saying that these 200 generals, I don't even know if it's 200 generals in the army. What army is you talking about? 200 generals. Okay, 200 generals get together to stop the corrupt, evil government. Did he not say that?
Yep.
But yet do something that's more corrupt than any damn thing. Set loose a virus. How is that making any sense to anybody listening to this? Why would he even be allowed to sit up there and say that? So as the 200 generals is going against pedophilia and evil in the world, they're going to decimate the human population with a virus. Okay. It's kind of hard to stomach this. I'm going to finish this off.
This caused the people of the area to get flu-like symptoms. 26 scientists said do not conduct 5G in that area because it will cause flu-like symptoms. As people were going to the hospital for flu-like symptoms, they were given the vaccine, which was the coronavirus. So,
anybody want to say something to
Nah. I'm still not really. I need to be up on what they mean. What he meaning by 5G?
that? The internet, yo.
Is the internet? That's what he talking about? Like
Yeah.
how? Okay.
How can they connect the two though? That's the question. Like that's what I would
They're
want to
connecting
ask.
a lot of conspiracy theories to one. For those of y'all that may not be familiar, for at least the past, I want to say at least 5 years, there's been a lovely conspiracy theory going around that 5G internet speeds causes people to become sick and can cause death.
Oh man!
And
Wow.
pretty extensive. It's a pretty decent amount of people that feel this way, like to the point where, you know, people are like petitioning like their local government because some areas they've already started installing 5G, like the mobile, I forget what it's called, but like where they have it posted around different areas in like a city where anybody can have internet for free. That's what they're trying to do.
They came around to my house too, and they were saying that, you know, we're gonna be switching
what we
over.
meant, Chris. It basically is allowing you to have internet, but it's for the phone. Right. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. It's not that much different than internet on your home.
No, it's fast internet service. That's all it is.
It's just like the faster connection. You know what I mean? You got the 4G LTE. That's what everybody using right now, and so they're gonna upgrade to the 5G. Okay, but I don't understand how they. So you said the speed that is going so fast. You surfing on the web so fast.
Yeah.
Man, give me the link, yo.
Which one? That is short.
No, it ain't. I want this so I can send it to whatchamacallit, yo. Give it to me in the text so I can give it to Vance.
Oh, I just did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't get that? Hold on.
No, you sent me the Kenneth Copeland.
What you was talking about?
Talking about the link to the show, yo, so I can give it to Vance.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn, my bad.
Damn.
I know. Okay, I got you. My bad, y'all.
Boy, I tell you. All right, let's keep going. Get them out of the way.
The cameras were ready to film it as they died in the streets or wherever they were so that you could see it. Because remember, their idea was to panic the world. And I'll give you the information that President Trump received. So that's why he didn't go on with some of the things that they wanted him to do. Okay. So as the 5G caused these flu-like symptoms in Wuhan, China, they went to the hospitals for the flu and were giving the vaccine, which was the coronavirus. Okay. So as you see, it started moving out throughout the world, but it was going slow in their process because they had already had a plan. And I'll read you the plan in a second. But recently there were 600 people that were arrested that worked with a corrupt government called the Deep State. They were all arrested, 600 people. Because of those arrests, they felt that...
all right, man, this dude is just gone. I can't do it no more.
He straight up lied, dude. He said that he went to the hospital. You know, they had the flu-like symptoms, then they went to the hospital, and then they gave him the coronavirus vaccine. And that's what had the coronavirus in it. It's like, no, that dude, they ain't even got a vaccine, so why would they give him a vaccine? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, this is too much, man. You found the clip on that, though, Kent?
Yeah, I got it in there.
Put the clip in there. Okay, so we 200 generals, 600 people said. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy, yo. Yeah, it's found to be very, very interesting, yo.
Conspiracy theorists.
So hold on 1 second. 1 second. Y'all want to add something while I get this other clip together? Well, I guess not. Goddamn.
Hey, you got that? Hey, you got that link, Vans, right?
Yeah. So, dude. Hold on, I'm trying to get together. Y'all got. Let me see.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, we here.
Can you hear
I
me?
mean,
Yeah, we
not
good.
really.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
What's up,
Much
Nahisi?
to say though. Like,
What's
you need to go to jail, man.
What you say,
Y'all
Nahisi?
send it at the local authorities, man.
Nahisi, what you say?
No, I was just trying to see if I could be heard.
Yeah, go ahead. What's going on, brother? Pseudo killer on deck. What it do?
I did listen to y'all with the conspiracy theories on that 5G thing.
Yeah, turn it up a little bit. Turn your mic up.
Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, about the conspiracy goes up and it's not so much radiation. And you know, it's a 5G that deals with the cell phones and the internet speed. And that this radiation is supposedly supposed to be sucking the oxygen from your lungs, which is weakening your immune system, which is causing the coronavirus.
Oh,
They're getting the conspiracy theories, you know, from people like David Icke now.
Yeah, that makes my
New
head
Age.
hurt. Oh my god.
And it don't make sense because the coronavirus, we can
It's two
track,
separate things.
we
right.
can track the coronavirus coming out of China. We can definitely do that. So 5G is all around the world. So it would have happened simultaneously if that was true.
Exactly.
Not only that, radiation poison works different. It don't take oxygen from you. It work on your DNA structures and shit. Like too much radiation. So
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. They way out there, bro. They way out there.
I mean, it sounds good for a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it'll make a good sci-fi show.
For a person that ain't scientifically literate, though, they gonna take that for like, you know.
Yeah, they running. You're right. They running with that. You put two videos in there?
Yeah, it was those are the Kenneth Copeland joints, though. I was telling you about. I didn't know if you want to put those up there or not.
Put your hand on that television. Yes. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
You see my hand, Joe?
Hell to the no, yo. Good God Almighty, man. He getting old too, yo. Let me see, man.
He still got the juice.
God. It's like he already got the corona. All right, man. Let's see if we can work this thing right, man. This dude is crazy. Shit.
Thank you, Jesus.
What you got on? Oh my God.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
on his hands? Why his hands so shiny?
He got that daggone hand sanitizer on.
He got to rub it in.
Say it, I take it. I have it. It's mine. It's mine. I thank you and praise you for it. Yes. And I forgive if I have aught against any. And I praise you that I'm well and whole.
Well, that shit just went out. Yeah, Lord came and saved him, yo. Oh,
Yeah,
he
they
healed
wild.
from the corona.
According to the word of God, I'm healed. Yes. And I consider not my own body. Yes. Yes. I consider not symptoms in my body. Consider not symptoms. But
all right, so he doing this little healing thing right here, yo. So he's supposed to be healing the coronavirus through their televisions. You know what I mean? Like, this is a little bit amazing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's finish this process and let's react to it.
only that which God has said. Only that what the word has said. And by his stripes I was healed. And by his stripes I am healed now. I'm not the sick trying to get healed. I'm the healed and the devil's trying to give me the flu. Or whatever else kind of thing.
Hey, look,
freestyling.
He messed up, yo. He said the flu, yo. He meant to say the coronas. He was like the flu.
The flu. Ladies and gentlemen. That guy, he forgot the corona and said the flu. Did he not say that?
He healing over the airways. He healing over 5G.
Over 5G, right? Man.
Okay, so there we have it, yo. Y'all got any questions in the chat? Where we at? We at 57 minutes.
Yeah, they wild, man.
Yeah, they out there,
yeah,
man.
But the thing is, like, again, like, you know, you got elderly people that's listening to him and sending them, sending in him donations and shit like that. They capitalizing on the people's ignorance. So,
right.
That's just ill.
Man, it is messed up, man. I mean, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time because, like you said, you got people gonna believe that. They're gonna think they healed through the TV, and they ain't gonna go get, no real medical help. Or just, man. It's crazy.
All that's gonna happen is they're just gonna die.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did y'all watch the Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson last night? I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep watching it, man. I was so tired.
Man, I missed that jump.
I think I threw it up in the Discord server. I have to find it. Let me see if I can throw it in the back chat for Hold on.
The what?
Stand by.
Oh, I ain't gonna play Neil.
It was pretty good. He had I believe he had a virologist on there. Some dude that used to work for the CDC or does work for the CDC.
Put it in the chat so people can actually look at that.
Hold on, stand by. Is it this one? Understanding the coronavirus.
Let me get y'all a link on a source on the got a good
put it in
source
both chats.
5G bananas. Got a good one for y'all. One second. One second. What I do know is we actually need to continue to grab up some of those clips of the misinformation and correct them. I think that's vital in what we're doing. Hold on, I'm trying to get, shoot.
Mr. Morpheus in the chat.
What's going on, Morpheus? Morpheus got all the daggone conspiracies. I sent you the link, Morpheus. Yeah, I can't even find the daggone source I got. What I will tell you is, you're not gonna find a whole lot of scientific information on that.
What are you talking about?
What you mean?
The corona with the 5G joint, which is bananas, but you got prominent people in the community promoting that. So it's crazy. Yeah, not gonna find that. Yeah, so any more questions in the chat? We don't got no questions in the chat, do we? I'm talking the cap on these.
Who started that 5G conspiracy? Who started that?
I have no idea. Y'all got any questions in the chat? Nope. Anybody want to add something?
I did get a couple of articles. I haven't read them yet. I've been busy working all day. Trying to remember. I don't know if you want to go over any of them.
Morpheus said he didn't get the link.
Come on, I did, Morpheus. I sent that in your Facebook, bro. Didn't I? Oh, that did, Morpheus.
Let's see if I can find it.
Send Morpheus the link.
I said, what about Florida?
I think this would be a good one to go over until I can find what the hell I'm looking for.
Go over.
You screen sharing, so I'm dropping it right now.
I'm screen sharing?
Well, you will be once I send you the article. Rob Warren funny.
Yeah, I see everybody got jokes. What's that, CK?
It was an article I found that was talking about the conspiracy theories and how they're a serious problem.
You want to go ahead and read it?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, I haven't read over it yet. I don't want to be stumbling and stammering through the motherfucker. I need to read over it first. Get a clear picture of what the hell I'm reading.
You show it on your screen?
Oh, my screen ain't moving.
Or you multitasking?
No, I ain't multitasking.
Okay, well, just to let y'all know, everybody can hear me okay?
Got it?
All right.
Yeah.
It's I threw it in the back chat and I threw it in the YouTube chat as well. The title of this article is Why Coronavirus Conspiracy Theories Are a Serious Problem. This article is from Real Clear Science. And it's talking about the coronavirus, and it's saying that it's continuing to spread throughout the world, with new cases being reported all the time, spreading just as fast. It seems as conspiracy theories that claim powerful actors are plotting something sinister to do with the virus. Our research into medical conspiracy theories show that this has the potential to be just as dangerous for societies as the outbreak itself. One conspiracy theory proposes that the coronavirus is actually a bioweapon engineered by the CIA as a way to wage war on China. Others are convinced that the UK and the US government introduced the coronavirus as a way to make money from a potential vaccine. Although many of these conspiracy theories seem far-fetched, the belief that evil powers are pursuing a secret plan is widespread in every society. Often these relate to health. A large 2019 YouGov poll found 16% of the respondents in Spain believed that HIV was created and spread around the world on purpose by a secret group or organization. And 27% of French and 12% of British respondents were convinced that the truth about the harmful effects of vaccines is being deliberately hidden from the public. The spread of fake news and conspiracy theories around the coronavirus is such a significant problem that the World Health Organization, also known as WHO, has created a myth-busting website to try and tackle them. So it goes on further about the spread of conspiracy theories, and it says that research shows that conspiracy theories have a tendency to arise in relation to moments of crisis in society, like terrorist attacks, rapid political changes, or economic crisis. Conspiracy theories bloom in periods of uncertainty and threat. We seek to make sense of a chaotic world. These are the same conditions produced by virus outbreaks, which explains the spread of conspiracy theories in relation to the coronavirus. Similar conditions occurred with the 2015 and 2016 outbreak of the Zika virus. Zika conspiracy theories proposed that the virus was a biological weapon rather than a natural occurrence. Research examining comments on Reddit during the Zika virus outbreak found conspiracy talk emerged as a way for people to cope with the extreme uncertainty they felt over Zika. Trust in the recommendations from health professionals and organizations is an important resource for dealing with the health crisis. But people who believe in conspiracy theories generally do not trust groups they perceive as powerful, including managers, politicians, and drug companies. If people do not trust, they are less likely to follow medical advice. Researchers have shown that medical conspiracy theories have the power to increase distrust in medical authorities, which can impact people's willingness to protect themselves. People who endorse medical conspiracy theories are less likely to get vaccinated or use antibiotics, and are more likely to take herbal supplements or vitamins. Plus, they are more likely to say
right there. They said they're more likely, what's that?
It said they're more likely to get or less likely to get vaccinated or use antibiotics, and are more likely to take herbal supplements or vitamins.
Let's stop right there. Read that one more time. Let's talk about that. Let's end it on that. Let's talk about it.
It says people who endorse medical conspiracy theories are less likely to get vaccinated or use antibiotics, and are more likely to take herbal supplements or vitamins. And the last little part of that particular paragraph was, plus they are more likely to say that they would trust medical advice from non-professionals such as friends and family.
That's a true statement right there.
Yeah. So people gonna fight. They know they're being attacked by a virus, so human beings gonna fight back. It's a matter of what they fighting back with. And so when you all conspiracy up, you're more likely to deal with supplements. Can't quite think of the guy. What we do know about supplements are the supplements are under-regulated, right? And it's necessary, that's the craziest thing, the way to go. Because on one hand, you're worrying about the dangers and harmful effects of vaccines. And then on the other hand, you're dealing with supplements that are under-regulated. And you're talking about buying supplements from a company online. The dosages are different from bottle to bottle. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the guy. What's the guy name that we supposed to debate in New York? Can't quite think of his name. I had his thing. He's a crazy guy, right? He got sick from his own supplements. Who was that? What did you say, Easy? Somebody say something.
Nah, I said, damn. He said he got sick off his own supplements.
Yeah, I can't think of his fucking name right now, yo. Yeah, so, you know, and it's just, it really makes no sense. If you're worried about your safety, then why would you go to something that's underregulated and is not as safe? It's nowhere near safe as, you know, vaccines. So the whole thing is just complete retarded thinking. I mean, completely. I mean, it does not make sense. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, look, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But in a minute, they're going to start forcing people to take vaccines because at this point, they're going to start being ahead of the curve, right? What's the name of the book, Kent? What's McCollum sent?
Hold on, I got it for you. It's called Deadliest Enemy, War Against Killer Germs by Michael T. Osterholm.
Yeah, so in his book, he was already talking about this thing going down. And trust me, they can get it ahead of the game. All right, they know, they understand mutation rates, and they understand the position China is in with the wet markets. They do that. And they can actually have a vaccine that might cover several different pathogens that might come or get close to it. And so when they break out, they can be able to stop that. All right. So in a minute, they're gonna start making you take vaccines because you cannot allow the ignorant amongst us to make decisions. You cannot allow the religious amongst us to make decisions. God gonna stop it. I can heal you through the television. Like it's just the craziest thing ever. So no, that's not going down like that. Some places in the world, it's mandatory. We have a lot of religious freedoms in America. I know the conspiracy theorists don't think that, but in China, yeah, they was able to get a hold on it because they was like, you ain't coming out the house. When they was on lockdown, they was on lockdown. In America, you're not gonna get in trouble. So I think it might hit us a little bit harder in America. Alan said it's a wrap for everybody, but everybody's not gonna get it, okay? And the reason everybody's not gonna get it because after enough people get it, then the virus can't spread anyway. Because let's say you got 15 people in the room, right? 10 that already had it, they got immune to it, right? A person is sick, he comes to their room, comes in contact with one of those people that had already had it and got lifelong immunity to it, then the spread stops right there. See? So the more people that have it, eventually it's gonna burn itself out.
Right.
Is what it is, that's how the immune system works. If it don't kill you, right, then you'll make it to the point where you'll have immunity against coronavirus 2, SARS coronavirus 2. Simple as that. All right, because that's the way the immune system works. Ain't no vitamin C, nothing. None of that's going to change the fact that stopping that virus like that. Now, after you get sick, these antiviral drugs you're trying to develop, right, that'll stop those older people from dying. And if you get severe symptoms, you know what I'm saying, once they develop that, that'll help you out. But look, man, hey, once enough people get it, it'll start acting like a vaccine, because that's the purpose of having 90% of the population vaccinated, 85, 90% vaccinated. Because when a sick person runs into a room full of vaccinated people, the disease stops right there. Can't spread it. But if he runs in, if a sick person goes into a room that's vaccinated, 2, 3 people vaccinated, then that'll spread to the people that's not vaccinated. It's very simple. So I'm gonna say this again, so we understand exactly what I'm saying, that everybody's not gonna get the coronavirus. Why? Because once enough people get sick, right, they'll have immunities against the pathogen. And when those people who've had it and have developed immunity against it, when they run across another sick person, right, that sick person is not going to get them sick because they've already had it and the immune system has already built up antibodies, and that's it. So we ain't going to panic out. We're going to try to keep eating good, healthy, eating all your colors, you know, exercise. It's a good time to get your bike. 82, 83 degrees outside. Good time to ride places, especially if you're in New York and Georgia. Your ass would be a Tour de France. Shit is so far apart. You ain't riding in Georgia. The hour drive to work, you ain't right. By the time you get to work be over with riding the bike. Yep. Y'all want to add something to that? Was everybody good?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's that like what you said, man. That's like that herd immunity when everybody gets sick and get, immune to it. That might be within this whole thing, man.
Yep. When enough people get sick, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if our government is willing to take that risk.
Nah, I mean, eventually you can't keep people at home forever. I mean, country got to start moving again sometime, son.
Yeah.
I mean,
just to let you know, I got the first case in my county this morning. Actually, no, this afternoon. We got our first case. I mean, it was bound to happen because we were like the only county that didn't have it. Like all the counties surrounding us had a gang of cases, but we didn't have none. And I called it 2 weeks ago. I said, yo, I guarantee you that somebody in this mother flower has it, and they just not showing symptoms yet. I said, wait about 2 weeks. Surely enough, 2 weeks later, we have our first case.
Yeah,
it's just one person, though.
Huh?
I said Georgia lit up right now on the map. I was looking at the little map where it show you how many cases is going on. And yeah, we looking pretty bad.
Yeah, as they, for a while they didn't have enough tests and stuff. So as they gain more access to more tests and more people get tested, the numbers is gonna go up.
Right.
So like most of the people got it and probably haven't even been tested. You know what I mean?
Not enough tests.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. I mean, hey, like I said before, man, it's like a winter. It's not a blizzard, bro. So we just getting in it and, just buckle in. It's just a shame how our community is just promoting misinformation, man. Thank goodness for that debate we had, man. The day would totally be lost. So, I mean, most people just don't even understand how the immune system works. So I don't know, man. It's, the conspiracies are so outlandish. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But on the bright side of it is making people aware of keeping themselves clean and wash their hands, you know what I'm saying? So maybe after this, people will be more clean, well, whatever the word is, you know what I'm saying? It'll be that.
The cleaner. You think the cleaner has something to do with it?
No, I'm just saying, with people washing their hands and buying all kind of hand sanitizer and all that, I think after this is over with, you know what I'm saying, it'll make people more aware of just being more aware of that.
But shit, you already
people will practice better hygiene.
Right.
So let me ask y'all this. It's an airborne pathogen, so how can having better hygiene stop that? I'm listening.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people.
I'm listening.
Oh, just wash your hands. And I'm like, y'all do realize this is an airborne pathogen, right?
Yeah, it's airborne, and like I say, it can be on surfaces too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you do want to wash your hands, and that's a good practice. That's good information. Washing your hands is good information.
True indeed.
And I'm speaking against washing the hands, but it's only gonna do so much.
So what the investigators say about washing your hands?
The investigators?
No, the investigators.
Oh, you talking about the Joe Rogan joint?
Yeah, the vaccine.
He did say that. He did say that wasn't really going to do nothing. Like, it's good, but it wasn't really going to help. He said that.
No, he said basically that's just something for you to do.
Yeah.
It's a placebo, huh?
At least you're doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you feel like you're doing something.
Just to ease your mind.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Well, yeah, this might end up promoting good hygiene when it's all over with.
And promote people to research viruses, you know what I'm saying?
No, man, I hope that's what it do. Because the good hygiene part, man, that shit, man, look, people either gonna do it or they not.
Right.
You be clean as a whistle and you're done.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a few theories on why the children are catching it a lot. They say because children catch a lot of types of common cold. You know, a lot of the common colds are in the family of coronaviruses. People don't know that. So they're saying maybe it was like some cross immunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's one theory going on. But they don't have no solid information on why, or rhyme or reason why the children don't get in heavy numbers, or why old people don't. That's just not in there yet.
I forgot what I was reading, but I was reading something before when they was like, but I think it was like in the 1500s or something, or the 1700s, where
what's the name of the thing?
I don't know. Well, the doctors started washing their hands, and that the birth.
They learned about the germs, right?
Yeah. And they started washing their hands, and during childbirth, women started surviving better. They didn't have as many deaths behind childbirth and shit like that.
Yeah, that's because the what they call those nurses to give birth?
Midwives.
So the midwives was actually delivering babies at a higher rate, meaning a lot of the babies wasn't dying, right? But yet the medical doctors was delivering babies and they was dying at higher rates. And they was like, well, why in the hell is it that these midwives, without all the modern shit, is help bringing babies into the world and they're not dying, right? They have, fatality rate is lower. And these professional doctors are giving birth to babies, they was dying. And they said, well, what the hell is they doing that they didn't do? Midwives like, we just washing our hands. The damn surgeons was dealing with a dead body, somebody was down the operating table, then they would go try to deliver a damn baby. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Spread the disease. So yeah, until they get airborne though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they get airborne, like the measles, ain't no getting out of the measles. Yeah, ain't no getting out of the measles.
Or tuberculosis.
Ain't no getting out of that shit, man. That shit, that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Once that's in there, that's in there. So, I mean,
the vaccines, man.
It is what it is. So, like I said, keep up good diets. Stay off of the Facebook foolery because it's all in there. And, hey.
I be chopping them down up. Give zero fucks.
Yeah, I can't even.
Family too. They can get it too. I'll be like, where you get this information from?
It says, so is the coronavirus an aerosol? It just gets airborne.
No.
Not aerosol. What do you mean? It just is actually.
It is.
Acting like we spraying coronavirus in the air or some craziness.
What do you mean?
No, I think that's a technical term for it though. Like the way when you sneeze, like as you sneeze, it's like your sneeze is like an aerosol. That's what they mean. So the droplets, they're talking about the little droplets that come out when you sneeze. That's what's contagious. You know what I mean? So like I've heard professionals use that term aerosol before, but not like a spray can, like
who said that?
Unc asking you to source up.
No, I said who said the spray can? Who said that? Who said that?
Somebody, I think she was reading something in the chat or something.
Oh, the spray can?
Yeah, somebody had a question in the chat that said, is coronavirus an aerosol?
Yeah, but who did somebody on the panel say there was you just explained what that was?
I was just explaining it. I don't know. I thought maybe people was confused on what they meant by aerosol.
No, that was a good catch right there though. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was definitely good. So, yep, it is airborne. Yep, ain't no trick, ain't no joke in that. You gotta breathe. Oh man, yeah, you gotta breathe. Yep.
Got to.
All right. So next question in there. It says you can't give animals the flu, period. Humans can infect other animals, though.
I'm pretty sure that they said that the animals can get this virus, man. I have to find the source for it, but I think they did say you got to be careful that you could give it to your
dog or something.
cat.
Yeah.
Hold up, that don't make no sense.
What happened?
Gaddafi, how the hell you think we got the darn virus? It came from other animals, yo.
What happened?
He said source up. Yeah.
Source up what? Source up what?
Well,
What you want me to source up
came
about?
from the animal. I think it mutated and that's how it became human to human. I don't know, but
yeah,
a biology professional.
Like, are you really asking me to source up on something like that?
No, he said the flu. No, but he's saying specifically the flu.
I know that's what he said. I know what I said. I saw it. I would have to find the article on it where they were talking about it. And I could try to find it real quick.
No, I don't know about the flu, but we know that the N1H1 came from a bird, a pig, and a human. And the human infected the pig, and the bird infected the pig, and then it mutated inside the pig and gave it to humans, and that's where you get that. Where they end up calling that Spanish flu. Y'all know that though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No doubt, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all just pull that up. That's simple. That's a simple equation right there. So you can give other animals viruses and back and forth. And that's exactly what happens. Like being in close proximity of animals transmit certain diseases. It's crazy as hell. But as far as the flu itself.
So the little bit that I could find, they said that there's no evidence of it.
Of the
for
flu?
The coronavirus, at least. For the pets, for our pets.
No,
there's
you
no
can't
evidence.
give animals corona. No, that's not. No. That's why I said.
No, I was just saying in general, we got these viruses from most of these animals that are around us.
Yeah, we did all of them. Bats. I think this is what the ferret and what else? Oh, I can look
at chicken. Chicken, I heard one time.
Oh, I can get it exactly. Got it on the slide, as a matter of fact.
They didn't say they can't. They just said there's no evidence, Gaddafi. So calm down.
No evidence of what?
He said there's no evidence supporting that they
Yeah,
can
you
get
got
it.
the bat. Yeah, that comes from the bat and this other damn animal, man. Like a little, can't remember the name of this animal. As a matter of fact, let me put this up on, I think I can put this up on the screen, y'all, show you exactly what it, I can't think of the name of the animal. Hey, CK, look that up real quick.
Yeah, just found it. They said I can throw it in the chat. I have to find the specific article, but it's from China where they found that one dog did have the coronavirus. It was in his nasal cavities.
Let's see
it was in his nasal and oral cavities.
Oh, Mark.
I mean, that could be bad. It could be the shit is mutating.
Then we got a whole nother damn.
Oh no, Gaddafi. I think you might want to let this one go, son. Because I may have to throw this article in the chat. Oh, let me see if I can find the original.
Yeah, I see which one you're talking about.
Yeah. But they did say there is a difference, though. The coronavirus that the dog had, it was slightly different than the one that the
owner.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
What did it say? What's the name of the article, though?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the article because I don't want to read it from this. People gonna be like, "Oh, not reliable."
What's the name of it? What'd she say?
Hold on. It's a work in progress. This will work. All right, this will work. This will work. Throw it in the back chat first, then I'll throw it in the YouTube chat.
Well, it's looking like
Here you go, Gaddafi. Here you go, buddy. Like, I could try to find the one that came from China if need be.
What was the name of the article, CK?
I put it in the back chat, and I put it in the
you didn't know
YouTube
what the
chat.
name of the article was?
Yeah, I could have swore that I said that. I could have swore that I said that. Hey, I remember hearing it was actually
No,
it was video. It was a
I didn't mean
it was
that.
a
I
news
meant the name. No, I just meant the
hey,
name.
it wasn't something I read. It was something I saw. So I was trying to see if I can
I was
find an
saying the
actual
name of
article
it's
on
the
it because I didn't read it.
I got the name of it. It's in the New York Post. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
What do you mean? I put that in the back chat.
Oh man, you being funny now, yo. Maybe I'm talking English. I said the name of it. What was the name of the source?
Oh, my bad.
Dang.
No, that the other source, she didn't want to use that one because it was kind of.
What, the New York Post?
No, it wasn't
it was a different
sketchy.
one.
I just knew y'all wouldn't accept it.
The market or
It was
something
from
like that, right?
PetMed, the other one I was reading from. PetMed. But I wanted to find. I mean, I could throw both up. It don't matter. Shit.
So y'all are familiar that the coronavirus is really basically part of the common colds, right? In mild cases.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Hold on. Here, I got this for y'all. 1 second. 1 second. CK just went bananas on me. Should I see? Put up an article on the name of it.
I could have swore I said that. I said, "Yo, I heard it. I heard it was like a news
But I thought you put it in the daggone chat though. My fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, let me see if I can find an article talking about it because it wasn't like I read it.
Oh, you put up
like
it was a radio station.
Yeah, it was like, like CNN News or something like that.
Yeah, it was talking about
listening to
that somebody thought somebody dog had an infection. I think I know what you're talking about too. But I'm not sure. I don't think that particular thing said it was harmful to pets.
Yeah. I guess I'll throw up the one that I read it from originally. Here's the other one. Just threw that one in the back chat. And
what's the name of it?
PetMed. Yeah, because it wasn't like something I was looking for. You know, people at my job, they'd be watching the news or whatever, and I just happened to be walking by the TV when I overheard that. But I never actually looked up the article for it until just now.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sean. He said, we do not have evidence to suggest that imported animals or animal products imported pose, let me see, a risk to spreading 2019 coronavirus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It says we do not have evidence that companion animals, including pets, can spread coronavirus. So what you got? This is CDC.
Hmm?
Also say coronaviruses that infect animals can become able to infect people, but this is rare.
Yeah. Said it was kind of aware that the virus was there, but it wasn't like harming the pooch.
Yeah, I couldn't read what I was reading right there and read what you had in there.
You're talking from the New York Post, right?
Huh?
You talking about that one from the New York Post?
No, did anybody read that to see what that said?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
What it say?
The pet dog of a coronavirus patient in Hong Kong was found to have a low level of the deadly virus, the autonomous region's government said Friday. The pooch's oral and nasal cavities were tested Wednesday, with the results showing a weak positive of the new coronavirus known as COVID-19. Let me go further.
Quarantine the cat, disinfect the dog, the latest advice about coronaviruses and pets. Appreciate that, Sean. That's on Science Mag. Dude, I can't even get this tone. Let me see. Hold on. Anyway, I can't think of it. Hey, Sean, you got a source for the name of the animal, man? I can't think of the name of the daggone animal. It went from
I thought it was in the
Huh?
I thought it was in the. Let me see.
I can't think of the name of the damn animal, yo. Damn. Yeah, this ain't none of days, boy. Animal.
There we go. That's correct. Gaddafi put it in the chat. That's right. I couldn't remember it either. The pangolin.
Oh, that's what it is. That little thing, right?
Yeah, the little thing that looks like an armadillo.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
What took you so long? Good God.
I don't know why I couldn't remember what it was called.
I couldn't think of the name. I ain't want to put it up here. You want me to say
Yeah, I knew what it looked like. I just couldn't remember what it was called.
Y'all see the screen right here?
Nope.
All right, there you go. From the back to the, what's it called?
Pangolin.
It looks like the armadillo to humans. That's what they think happened right there. So, you know, in the wet markets in China, they got all these animals around like that. People eat bats, they eat gnat, all these exotic animals. And you know, like you can't tell people not to eat though. But that's right there. That's how that got transmitted to humans right there. They should have put a little Chinese face on that guy.
Chinese virus.
Yeah, man, y'all wasn't no help, boy. Thank God Sean saved the day, man. Y'all crazy, boy.
Yeah, Sean spamming all kinds of stuff my way. Thank you, Sean. I'm still trying to read stuff that people sent me 2 days ago, man.
Huh?
I'm still trying to read stuff people sent me 2 days ago because I've just been tired, man. I have to read this stuff tomorrow.
Get that rest. Yeah, all right.
I'm good today.
All right, y'all, look. I don't see no more questions in the chat room.
Yeah, this is a little bit better one that Sean sent. Hold on, I'm gonna drop this one in the chat.
Pangolin, that's the name of it, a pangolin. What the hell is a pangolin?
Never heard
About
of
the
it.
dog catching the I'm gonna put it in the back chat too. About the dog catching the virus.
Yeah, you put that in there. Yeah.
Like
But
I'm
it
not
didn't affect them too
100%.
bad though, right?
Huh?
It didn't affect them too bad.
Yeah.
Pomeranian dog.
But I wouldn't be shocked if they wouldn't be able to catch it from other flipping animals, because how the hell did we get it then?
Oh, so this one died.
That's why I'm telling Gaddafi, like, yo, like, I don't know, man. We might want to calm down with that.
Oh. They said they don't know if it was because
True
of the
says
virus.
True says 7 million people just died while we found out how humans got. I ain't want to mispronounce that name, yo. I had the slide already. I just couldn't remember the name. Penguin. I didn't even know it was such an animal.
There's so
Yeah,
many
they're like
different animals.
anteaters.
What'd you say, yo?
They're like anteaters.
Oh wow, they said the dog died, son.
Nah, they said they don't know if it was from the virus though.
Well, I had you
They had to do an autopsy on the damn dog.
Why would the dog just die out of nowhere?
I know.
I guess it just died, huh?
Had been old, man.
You know, it actually caught the cold, right? And then it died. So they don't know if that's crazy. You put that in the back right there?
But then I wonder where could did they like check to see were there any other animals on the home outside of the dog? To where the dog could, like, if the dog can't get the virus from the human, he had to get it from another animal.
Yes, right here, say the first dog with confirmed coronavirus infection has died. But we don't know if it was because of the virus. Well, goddamn, we pretty much.
The owner wouldn't allow the dog to be autopsied, so we ain't gonna know anyways.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Damn. What is he gonna do? Eat the damn dog?
Oh man. What, the coronavirus?
Ain't no people over there eat anything.
It was a human to animal transmission. World Organization of Animal Health.
Where was it?
Finally tested negative.
I
said, where was his dog at?
Yeah. And it even says in the article that the virus that was found in the dog was similar to the virus found in the owner of the dog. That's why I said what I said, because I remember hearing that when I was walking past the TV. They said that the virus was similar. Not the same. Similar.
Right. Pet dog that contacted low level COVID-19 infection.
Man, that virus killed that.
The owner has now died according to these reports. The owner has not allowed the dog to be autopsied, so the exact cause of death remains unknown. That's stupid.
That's crazy.
Crazy ass man. He couldn't have been in China and did that. We know
they chopped that dog up as soon as them authorities left.
Chopped his head off.
And they made that dog into some General Toast chicken as soon as them authorities walked out the door.
I'm trying to tell you. They probably killed the damn dog, man.
Yeah, China wouldn't have did that.
Yeah, they do still eat dogs over there. A lot of the younger generation is strongly against it, though. I think they even banned it in a lot of different cities over there. Because they're like, yo, there's no reason for us to eat dogs. We just did that because, food was fucking scarce. Shoot, even like some African tribes even eat dogs. They eat all kind of exotic animals over there too. I think that's just a common thing among indigenous people. They just eat what you can find.
Right.
You're just trying to stay alive.
Let me see, you say, a Harvard article marginalized Onesimus' contribution to Western medicine. I thought that was a pretty good article in there, though. That Harvard article. Why you say marginalize it? Why you say that federal states are Kemet? I don't think they marginalize it. I think he said what it was they did. Yeah, any of y'all read that Harvard article on Onesimus? I didn't necessarily think they marginalized that. That's interesting. All right, we ain't got no more questions in the chat, man. Y'all want to add anything before we get off here, yo? Think we had to right here.
Oh.
I guess not, god damn.
Well, I did have one other article that I think we should at least mention. I saw someone else post this on Facebook. I haven't read it yet because, like I said, I have so many articles. And then here goes Sean spamming my damn inbox with more stuff for me to read. I'm gonna read it later though. I'm gonna throw it in the back chat first.
What's the name of it?
What part of I did not read it?
You know, maybe I'm just crazy as hell, but you can read the damn article though. I didn't actually read the damn thing. I said, what's the name of it?
I didn't even read the name of it really. Hold on, let me see.
Oh my God, man. It take you 2
I just
minutes
knew
to
that
look
it
at
was
that.
very important. I knew it was important. I needed to read it. I threw it in the back chat.
The relationship between the ABO
is it me?
blood groups and the COVID-19.
Damn, is it me? Am I losing my mind? I can look right ahead. This says the first dose confirmed coronavirus infection has died, but we do not know if it's because of the virus. See, I didn't read that at all, but I can read that. I know what the title of it is. Goodness gracious.
Well, if I sent it to you, then you should have had no problem reading it.
So you mean you clicking and cutting and pasting shit and don't know what the hell you sending me? Hell to the no.
I mean, I did like briefly skim it, but I didn't really read it like that. I could have swore I said multiple times I did not read it.
You mean briefly? You mean you didn't read the title?
I just copied and pasted and threw it in there real quick. You could have just pulled it up and be like, well, what's this, CK? What's this?
Yeah, I will next time because you beat me up twice on that. I won't get me like that no more. Got me looking crazy as hell. I look crazy. Right.
But the only reason why I think, anyways, on a serious note, only reason why I think that this is kind of important that everybody should take a look at, even without even really reading it, is
really? How do you know it's important if you ain't reading?
It's talking about something important.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. Because I think that some of the scientists have been able to figure out that people that have O blood type are a little bit resistant towards this coronavirus. So I kind of wanted to read the article, which I have not read yet, to see like these people that are resistant to the darn virus, like, are they going to be carriers?
Hey, Rob Rich had a question, Said, do the malaria medicine really work?
They don't know yet.
They in testing with it now.
Yep, they don't know.
It's an old malaria medicine. What is it, chloroquine, that they bringing back into the market to see if it works.
Oh, this the fire shit right here though. Med RX 4. That's the fire shit right here. They do a good job. This journal. Of course you didn't read this. I ain't thought you read this. This is a good one though. Relationship between the ABO blood group.
Are we in the Twilight Zone? How you know it's a good article, CK?
Huh? What'd you say?
How you good? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I just said that it's a good article, and you up here questioning me. How do you know it's a good article?
Right. I'm saying, and you should have said.
I told you, I skimmed it.
Let me help you out.
I skimmed it real quick. Otherwise, I wouldn't have saved it for me to read it later.
Let me help you out. Without reading this article,
in the back chat.
Do you know how it's a good article? When I say a good article, I mean like a trusted article. Look at the journal it's in.
What article is that on?
It's in it's the preprint server for health sciences. But remember, we talked about what preprints are, though. Y'all know what a preprint is, right?
It hasn't been.
Yeah, we talked about it last time, right? But it's BMJ and Yale, so they ain't bad, but it just ain't been peer reviewed yet. But it is a good one. It's in MedRx. It ain't bad, right? But it's a preprint. That's why you know what I mean. I'm always at so I can make sure just the people listening know exactly what it is. And we went over. I think the last show I did, I went over what a preprint was. So that's important to know. So once it get peer reviewed, we'll know. Like I said, a lot of these things, it ain't been confirmed yet. But it's a preprint. It's a good read. It's in a trusted journal, though. Real interesting. What was that other question in the chat? We took care of that.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Nope. Get that off the screen. Nope. My screen keep freezing up, man. Damn, man. So yeah, family, I ain't gonna hold y'all hostage. What to say? Let me see. All right. Hey, look, man, make sure y'all support Dr. Oyamayat, man. It's important. And make sure you support Sister Naya. All right, hold on, let me go back to this federal state. It says at the end of the article, they credit Mathis and Boyston, not Onesimus. I mean, because Boyston was the doctor. Mathis was the guy that actually wrote the letter to England. But when he wrote that letter to England, he mentioned Onesimus as being a guy that actually told him about the process. So, I mean, you know, and then he gets the award for the 100 most important Bostonians. Well, I got to pull that one up and see. Yeah, it was really, you know, the guy was a slave, though. No one's listening to a slave, yo. So it took the doctor and it took Wishman and all of them to come together. And remember, Boyston and them and Cotton Mathis, they start when he actually alluded them to the idea, they started looking around. When they looked around, they found out that in Constantinople they was kind of doing it a little bit. China was doing it, and then India was doing it. So then he could trust Onesimus more because he started to see that this wasn't just something that the slaves was telling him about. It was something that was in practice in certain places. So it's a collaborative effort, right? But the colony, without that groundbreaking idea, without that cutting edge science, they was done. Because obviously they didn't know about that. They didn't even know to start looking around. Remember, you ain't got the internet in them days. Post office ain't in place. Internet ain't there, so you know what I mean? Information is not traveling like that. Yeah, but you know, they give him his credit. Yeah. Boston, you go to the, I think that's, let me see. Hold on, let me check this real quick, man. Where you at, Corey?
Rich.
What you doing, Corey?
Rich, what you saw is that was helping with the symptoms. It was helping with the symptoms.
You telling me?
I'm in here.
Yeah, people are talking about, I think, one of the HIV treatments that they use, that it was working with the coronavirus, but I think it was just helping really with the symptoms. It wasn't really curing people, if I'm not mistaken.
The slave who saved the city. Let's see what that is. The slave that saved a city. And then that move super slow, super slow, super slow.
Sound interesting.
Slave to save the city. That's a big, yep. Hold on. That's the title of the article there, Miss CK. The slave who saved the city.
Oh yeah. And actually, oh, you talking about Onesimus?
No. All right, hold on. You want to see your phone?
Yeah, what is that?
All right. Huh?
No, I'm saying that you're talking about, this guy's on the phone. Shameful.
I don't know
well,
that.
I know some.
I found the
I
article I was
saying,
trying to find, man.
I was saying, were you talking about Onesimus just now?
Onesimus.
Onesimus?
Yeah. The guy was saying that they, my man in the chat was saying they under validated.
Hey, what's that noise, yo?
I don't know. That's concrete cord.
Cord over there building it.
Shit. Building the damn bridges now.
He ain't building nothing over there. He tearing the shit down.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, since you brought up Onesimus, I think that is very important. I think this is a good segue for me to say that if it wasn't for New Black knowledge, none of us would know who Onesimus is and how important he was.
I ain't gonna let you get away with that. You made that up.
I did?
Yeah, come on, yo.
Don't make me fucking source up on you, Unc, because it's gonna
source up on that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you have to source up on that.
It may take me a minute because I'm gonna have to go back and look into your streams. I'm gonna have to go back and look into your streams where when I brought up Onesimus and you didn't know who the hell I was talking about.
Nah, no, that wasn't it. It wasn't you. It was a sister in the chat room to say, yo, can you explain Onesimus to us? So you couldn't have been talking to me because a sister put me on that. I knew about, hold on.
The only reason how I knew is because True Story did a video on him and I brought him up and you were like, who's that? What's that?
I didn't.
And then Double X was like, source up, CK. And you were like, yeah, CK, source up. So do you really want me to go back and look for that live stream where that happened?
Find that. Yeah, you got time. We ain't going nowhere, CK.
And you got a lot of flipping crazy ass videos. It's gonna take a minute.
Oh, see, bluff.
I don't know if I have the patience to find that tonight.
I'm saying it was a sister in the chat. I forget her damn name. She was like,
and you be titling your videos funny, so I really don't even know if I'd even be able to find it.
She was like,
not tonight.
Familiar with one Onesimus?
See, True Story backed me up in the chat.
Oh, I know. All right, I know he got a video.
And True Story was watching the stream that night too.
I didn't get that from True Story. Goddamn, CK, I don't know the hell I got.
I didn't say you got it from True Story. I said that I brought it up on your stream.
Oh yeah,
and I said
you did.
We wouldn't have known who Onesimus was if it was not for New Black knowledge.
That I'm saying that ain't the truth. It was a sister putting the shit in the chat room, and I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know his name, but I knew about. I knew
that
about
sister that put it in the chat was me. How about that? How about that?
All right, yo. You know what? At this point, I'm gonna give credit to where I got it from, and you give credit to where you got it.
Who you got it from, then, Uncle? Who you got it from? What's the sister name?
It escapes me. It wasn't you.
See, it'll probably be easier for me to. No, it won't, because he did that video a little bit before you did that live stream, like a month or so before, because it's gonna be hard for me to find the video. I want to say that it's one of your streams back from. It would have to be like September, October-ish. It would have to be somewhere around there. Man, that's gonna be hard to find. But I'm telling you, yo,
and
I remember it vividly, and I kind of wish the people that were on the panel that day were here right now to validate that y'all didn't know who the heck I was talking about, and y'all asked me to source up on the panel. Y'all said source up, CK. Y'all didn't believe me.
All right, man.
And I said I should be able to pull it up right now, and I pulled up the Wikipedia article, and we were all mispronouncing the dude's name, of course.
Okay, CK.
And I said where I got it from. I said I got it from.
I did not tell you I didn't know about no. Oh, you probably pronounced his damn name wrong.
Okay, you didn't say that after I showed the Wikipedia article, and Double X was the one that pulled it up for me.
Nah.
We showed it.
Nah, you ain't
We need to give MBK their props. So, like I said, I was segueing.
Okay. Do you realize I listened to an NPR interview, right, on Onesimus, and I listened to the one talking about India 3 years ago. 3-4 years ago. I was like, oh, shit.
I don't know that. You were confused that night.
No, I wasn't confused. You pronounced the right name all wrong, like you just now did.
I don't know. From reading the name, it sounds like it's pronounced Onesimus.
Onesimus.
Because you, hold up, you were the one that was mispronounced. You said Onesimus.
Right.
Saying that.
No, I'm talking about
hold on now.
I said Onesimus.
I can see all.
I'm talking about right now, though. CK, I'm talking about right now, CK.
Hey,
I'm going to see now on us, y'all.
You might got me on that.
You ain't let her ring, yo.
You might be got me on that. But the first presentation I actually seen on it was from Sean, though.
Where's Sean get it from? Question mark.
Niggas got it from the daggone encyclopedia. Shit, I'm saying I got my detailed information from Harvard because I was looking for white sources. That's why I got my detail. I never even knew. Just like let me think, what's his daggone name? Black Socrates. I actually got the book. True Story mentioned that shit about 4 years ago. We was in the chat like, yo, you familiar with the atheist? I was like, what you talking about? And he mentioned his name. But he mentioned his name, and then I went and bought a book and read up on the dude. But I did not learn about Onesimus from True Story. That's not to take away from him doing a damn presentation. I still ain't seen a damn presentation.
Hey, Dr. Mayat said to send her the link.
Man, can you send it to
him? Anyways,
you send it to him?
If y'all have not joined the new Black Knowledge Discord server, you should be in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in and send it.
You can send it to a phone?
I'm gonna send it to Facebook. That's what she on there.
Oh, she wanna get. She said.
Go get it.
No, we can hear you.
Hey, you so busy trying to pump up True Story, and you crazy. You learned it from True Story. Just say that.
I don't know, man. Y'all seem like y'all ain't know what the heck I was talking about when I brought him up. And then when I had X to show the Wikipedia article, I threw it in the back chat.
That's not true.
Y'all seemed really confused.
That's not true.
For people that knew something already.
I don't know about that. If you said, I mean, I heard you say.
See, you Dr. Mayat backing me up. I'm dead, yo.
I ain't agree with you, yo. You said that nigga invented the vaccine. That's what confused me. So I don't know. You threw me with that.
It's okay, y'all. Y'all can give MBK they props.
Whatever.
Okay.
Now you starting turmoil for no reason. I'm not giving somebody props on something I didn't get from them. Who the hell does that? I'm not backing down off that stance.
Man, that's gonna look really weird if I find this flipping video while we live on air.
About me getting that from
I really doubt I will.
Story.
I'm gonna be honest.
How?
You have a lot of videos on. Jeez.
Might say you're gonna have to search through hundreds of hours of footage, man.
Man, and you be titling this joint so funky. It would probably be easier for me to go to True Story and find where he was talking about it and then come back to try to narrow it down. But I want to say,
hold on. What's the date on that video? Hey, True Story, what's the date on that video? Y'all talking too much shit for me now. What's the date on that video?
Yeah, that'd be better.
Y'all got me
True Story, what month did you do the
what's
video
the date on
on
that
the
video?
scene?
Nah, I want the date. What's the date, Truth? Go to your channel right now and give me the date.
You say he ain't want no parts, man.
Huh?
You say he ain't want no parts.
Dr. Mayat, she keep it 100. MBK all the way.
All right, man. Y'all okay. I
ain't even gonna get in it, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I'll send a link. I'll send a blog talk to you.
Yeah, send that blog to them. They talking shit.
Uh-oh.
I don't care what you saw 3 years ago. I'm going off of the way you was acting that night.
You know how much shit I done forgot over the years? I'm trying to tell you, yo, I've been fucking with vaccines. Man, I listened to NPR all day long, and they was like, India. I'm like, oh shit, India. Because they was talking about how they forced this. The shit was funny as shit. Because the Europeans, they themselves wouldn't take vaccines. So what they did was they went to India. They say, fuck it, we're gonna test India. So they went to India, right? And was testing them. And they say, damn, the villagers started getting healthy. They was like, oh shit, it's working. So come on, man, them people be treacherous, yo. That's what I realized it was people. But let me ask you this, CK. Did you say Onesimus invented vaccines?
No, I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I said that that he was the one. No, I said he was the one that helped the one white guy with to come up with the inoculation for chickenpox.
Oh, I know who y'all talking about. That's the dude you was telling us about a while.
And then
No,
y'all were
I was
like,
talking about
y'all were like, who? And I said his name is Onesimus or Onesimus. And then y'all was like, source up, CK. And then I said, I think I can find it. I said, I think he has a Wikipedia article.
Yo, I ain't gonna
I pulled it up. I threw it in the back chat. Double X pulled it up, and then Double X read it.
Man, I'm gonna find this show when the lady put it in the chat. And I was like, well, I ain't quite familiar with that. Let me make sure that's right. That wasn't you, CK. Somebody already hit me with that. I'm telling you, yo. Now, not unless it was you, but I don't think it was. It was like, what's the lady name? Indigenous tribe. All right, let's get you this Harvard joint real quick, but they don't give Onesimus his credit. Let's see. All right. Boston and bit. What do you say, brother, at the end of it? Oh, they say right here, disease. Man, they say, let me see. Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Check that chat, yo. I'm trying, hold on, let me.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It says inoculation against smallpox is believed to have been practiced in China as far back as 1000 BCE and is reported to have been common in India and Africa and Turkey prior to its introduction into the Western societies in the 18th century. It says in China, the practice was to blow dried and ground viola scabs, all right, that's the smallpox, right, into the nostril of the patient. In Turkey, however, the technique was inoculation involving inducing a lesser serious form of smallpox disease by exposing an incision to the viola pus. Hold on, let me see. The latter is the procedure that was eventually brought to England and colonial America. It says the idea was based on a basic observation that those who survive smallpox, moderate or severe, were significantly less likely to contact the disease again. Hold on, man. I want to get to the part we talk about Onesimus. Let's see if they slighted my man or not.
Hey, Yolanda say let her in, yo.
Tell her she late. Shit, the hell you want me?
She's been here this whole time.
Shit, I gotta do late. Yeah, hey, Nahisi, you didn't get at the Dr. Meow, yo.
Yeah, I did. She said thank you.
Oh. Yeah, thank you. Where you at, Doc? Where you at, Yolanda? Better late than never. You get surprised if I start around 9 o'clock. They're like, hell no, I'm gonna get started at 10, 11. All right, hold on, let's see. One physician on April 27th, on April 22nd, 1721, British ship, man. I don't even see it. The arguments against inoculation were varied, ranging from disagreement on religious grounds to scientific uncertainty. Oh man, hold on, I'm gonna find it. One second. Can I believe y'all so quiet? I can't even get a second. All right. Began diminishing. The Bostonian collected surprisingly. No. Well, I think they left my man out the damn article. Hold on. What's up, Julana? I ain't let her in. Boy.
A BB48 family. I just be,
God damn, I did speak though. Habidi before the 8.
A BB-48. You know that means Black liberation.
Like you beat them up before they did.
Don't do me.
I beat them up before they did. It sound like
you know it's Blackology all day. Peace to the pan on the chat.
Peace.
Yeah, I swear I don't see it. Hold on, Z's. Hold on. Find it now, man. So what's going on, Jelana? Say something while I'm trying to look for this. Come on now. What's on your mind? All right, I got it. Don't worry about it.
I don't work. That's why I didn't join the chat before. I didn't want CK clowning me. So she was hitting all the right points.
All right, here you go. Although inoculation was already common in certain parts of the world by the early 18th century, it was only just beginning to be discovered in England and colonial America. Cotton Mather is largely credited with introducing inoculation to the colonies and doing a great deal to promote the use of this method as standard for smallpox prevention during 1721 epidemic. It say Mather is believed to have first learned about inoculation from his West African slave, Onesimus. Writing, so in his writing he says, he told me that he had undergone an operation which had given something of the smallpox and would forever preserve him from it, adding that was often used in West Africa. And he goes on to say, after confirming this account with other West African slaves and reading a similar methods being performed in Turkey, Mathis became an avid proponent of inoculation. Then he got the sources. There you go. So I don't know if that's what happened. Y'all think that's undermining what the brother did?
Nah.
Oh man, Doc crazy, man. Yo, come on, Doc. CNN. Okay. Do y'all see Dr. Matt in there? I do not see her.
Told me she gonna chill.
Huh?
Said she gonna chill.
She what?
Said she gonna chill.
Oh, okay. She gonna chill.
Yeah.
Boy, I try to tell you around here, boy, only in America. So y'all think they undermine him by saying that?
Oh no, they didn't.
Then Kent.
Not bad, man. I had to go handle something real quick. What you said?
Don't worry about it. You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed that one.
My bad.
How about you, Concrete? He gone too. Y'all crazy. Let me disappear. This motherfucker be quiet. The wind be blowing those. Shit. Hell to the no. All right. All right. Where the brother at in the chat room? Where you at, bro? So you think they undermine him? Let me see. Where the brother had to put that in there? I don't know. I don't think they undermined him with that. I think they did what he just did. Y'all can look in his diary and look. He wrote back to the Royal Society in England, telling them about what was going on, right, with the slave and how he did what he did. And, 75 years later, they come out with a vaccine. So, humans ain't going to stand around and get wiped out by pathogens, right? But humans will stand around and make up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's real funny right there. So, it's going to be what it be. I don't see no more questions in there. Ain't nobody got no more questions on the panel. You'll see the dust masses burned our brains out. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody for stopping through, right? Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all gotta stay safe in the building, man. Make sure y'all support the Voices of Fire. Make sure you support Dr. Oyama Yat. Man, just support all the teams, man. Garfield, where you at, Garfield? I ain't seeing people in here. Is y'all seeing people in here?
Nah, it's only 6 I see.
Yeah, let's Garfield talking about. Where you at, Garfield?
I believe he's on the YouTube chat.
You got the link? Go give somebody, give Garfield the link. You can do that in the Nahisi.
Yeah.
Can't do everything. Find all to put the link. Ain't that's gonna be impossible. How is that?
Damn.
Yeah, I killed him. Amar Reed was good, man. Well, shit, I ain't got nothing else. Hell, y'all got something else?
Just telling people to stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe out there, man.
Get your food, get your groceries right. And you don't know what coming next.
Yeah, man. Bags of rice, beans.
Oodles and noodles.
Man.
Noodles. Stuff to make things taste good, like seasonings and whatnot.
Huh?
Cereal, milk.
Bread. Drinks.
Get 10 boxes of cereal, yo.
Already.
Y'all crazy. Y'all got potatoes. Y'all got potatoes.
Oatmeal cookies. Shit. You can make some shit
one of them
last.
big thing of Quaker oats.
Y'all crazy, yo.
Oatmeal.
One of them big things of grits.
In there, man. Yeah, I need to figure out right, man. Come right in. That's crazy.
But seriously though, if y'all ain't in the new Black Knowledge Discord server, hit your girl up so we can get y'all in there to learn some stuff, man.
Yeah. Hey, Garfield.
I'm gonna get on that.
Huh?
I sent them the link.
It said Garfield will be rejoining the webinar. What that mean? Loud talk.
And then he left.
Garfield.
You had to bring him in. There you go.
What is that?
Oh, he got his hand raised.
Oh, you had a phone. Garfield.
Yo.
What's up, man? Huh?
You.
Peace. What up, Garfield?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
What's on your mind, bro? How to say peace and blessings, peace, Black Blind. What's on your mind?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Right here. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, cut the YouTube.
I'm good, man. I'm here in the what you call it in the chat. Just think about the coronavirus in New York. They got all the hairdressers and barbers. Tomorrow is their last day until 8 p.m. They're gonna lock all of them down in New York.
Dang.
One of my business partners in Chicago, his mother's best friend died today as the 5th person that died of the coronavirus in Chicago. So that touched close to him. She was 70 years old. But I think Morpheus had a friend in Queens, New York. All they had was asthma. And of course, that's breathing problems. And they died today. So that's 2 people within our 6 degrees of separation, you know what I'm saying, died because of the coronavirus. So people might think it's something simple. a lot of black folks in Harlem got asthma, yo. I'm talking young people. So you never know. You don't want to catch it. You just don't want to catch it, man. Whatever you can do to not catch it is the best route for everybody. The best route.
Nah, you don't want to catch it, bro. But
yeah, but hey, coronavirus, let me just say this to everybody, man. I'm at home 99% of the time. So I'm somebody who might not catch it, but that 1% of the time I go out in public, you never fucking know, yo. You never know. So, hey, don't feel like you can't catch it. That's all I gotta say.
Go out there looking like the mummy, yo. They out there, all the herbologists, they out there looking like mummies. I wonder why. I know a guy, I said, hey, take some orange peels and boil them.
Yeah.
Sniff.
Can't hear nobody. Why can't I hear nobody?
You can't hear nobody? Coffee.
He and the attendees. How come he down there in the below with his hand raised?
All right, hold on.
Let me jump out.
All
right.
Because I tried to. Hold on.
He jumped off, yo.
He said he gonna come back. He jumped out.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me click in there. That's shit crazy, yo. Damn. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so that shit hitting home for real, yo. I mean, but we just getting started. I ain't trying to make y'all panicked out, but shit. One thing about the conspiracy theories, y'all can try all that shit y'all want, but make sure y'all stay home and try it in your home. Yeah. Don't try it out there. Don't try it live. Yeah, do it in the comfort of your home. Hey, Jelana, how's it down there in Florida, yo?
She might can't hear you. I know I'm out here right now, man. There she go.
That's CK.
I was gonna say I did copy the email from my job the last because they were doing updates every couple of hours, and I don't know if I'd be able to throw it in the back chat.
No, you can't show your email from your job. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? It's nothing crazy. It's the same thing that you can pull up from the Department of Health. It's just that they're in conjunction with the governor, and of course, all the people that are state employees, they get sent the they sent a memorandum. My mistake. A memorandum. They sent that this afternoon, right before I left work, where they're directing all restaurants, food establishments within the state of Florida to suspend all premises, food and alcohol consumption for customers.
Yeah. I'm down here right now. I went to go grab something to eat. They only got carry out only.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the restaurant's closed. I mean,
they just don't want you to go inside the building.
Right. I mean, you can go in, but you got to go like through the pickup side or whatever. And
yeah.
I think they about to close everything down in a minute though.
And I'm trying to find the other one that shows the deaths that I saved.
Hey, Garfield, what happened? Why you jumped off, Garfield? Why you say you jumped off?
He couldn't hear nobody. I think it's he had a delay or something like that. Maybe not. I don't know.
He had his YouTube on at the same time. That's what was going on.
Had the what?
He had his YouTube video playing in the background. You know, the delay.
Man. Yeah, that was a crazy message you put in there, boy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy right there, man.
Yeah, so this one was sent, I think, around 12 p.m.
I could actually hear you crystal clear, Garfield. System on messed up. I can hear you clear. Why you ain't getting in with your phone? Hey, Garfield, they be going crazy all day long.
Yeah, man. The military trying to stop people from getting on the internet, man. They messing up your 5G.
Hey, this might be false. Did anybody hear anything about them shutting down the interstate or something like that?
About the what?
shutting down the interstate. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just asking if that anybody heard anything
I
about
doubt
it.
it.
Yeah,
Because on the news today,
get supplies to these stores.
Right.
You gotta have a special badge with space station on it, space cadet.
Yeah.
And they
they
ain't
said
got
that they don't
you.
have any plans to do a nationwide shutdown, but of course, I don't believe them mother flowers. I think
Exactly.
that they're making plans for it. They're just saying that they're not going to implement it yet. That's not on the table yet, but they're making
Right.
plans for it. Because
Yeah,
come on now, you already setting up staging areas. You already activating the National Guard in different areas. You sending boats to the fucking West Coast of New York, but saying that the boats ain't gonna be used to treat people with the damn virus. So what the fuck are the boats there for then? Like,
Right.
yeah.
yeah, they
I
do
think
it
either
incrementally, so
A,
they
this
don't.
shit is way worse than the way that they're making it seem to us, or they're just making preparations for it to get way worse than it already is.
Gotta be
Because
ready
in
for anything.
Florida, we've been getting cases all over, and mother flowers are still gathering in these huge ass gatherings at the flipping beach. All these flipping gay people got together and did a party like the other day it should go. And I'm like, y'all don't lost y'all darn minds. I was coming home from work yesterday. All these people at the darn there's like this waterfront. Like it's like a prairie and there's like a gang of water there, and it's like a really beautiful view when the sun's setting on that side. Gang of people chilling out there. I'm like, y'all don't lost y'all damn minds. I'm going to the house, getting away from here. But what I was gonna say is for the Joint Information Center that I get from the state at work my email. It's through the health department. And I think they sent this around midday-ish today. I mean, this is nuts because it went from just having like a couple of cases to like within a 2-week period, it's like almost 500 confirmed cases, man, in the state. And there's only been 10 deaths. And the other one is a little bit more detailed than this one, which I don't know why they didn't send it with this one. I'll probably have to click on this and it takes me to it, but it shows you like the cases by county. And for like the longest, like all the counties surrounding my flipping county had cases, but we didn't have no cases for the longest. And then today we get our first case, but the majority of the cases from what I read is the people that got it or the people that went to that cruise in Egypt. Almost all of the mother flowers that got it went to that cruise, and then some of them were the people that were in Italy, and then there's like a small percentage of people that got it from those people that went to those two areas. But like I said, people didn't take this joint serious, they really didn't, because if I'm not mistaken, the county that's north of me, Alachua County, they have a university up there, and there was a gang of kids that were on a trip when all of this kind of was popping off. So they were trying to come back home, and they allowed them to come back home, and they gave them the option to be tested if they were not symptomatic. But if they were symptomatic, they had to be quarantined. And I think that was a bad idea, because that was almost 2.5 weeks ago when there were no cases in that county. And like I said, it went from having just 2 cases to a week later to having 40, and it just was going up from there.
Yeah.
I don't think that was very smart. Like I said, I don't think they handled this very well from the very beginning. Like, are they handling it well now? Yeah. But it's like, as soon as you saw this joint was going nuts in China, you should have stopped all travel. You should have quarantined every darn body. Who cares if you don't have enough tests to test everybody, but quarantine every darn body coming back until you do have enough. It's kind of too late now. It's running rampant.
I don't think the United States was prepared for this. They should have been, but I don't think the government just dropped the ball on taking action, taking the correct actions at the right time.
Yeah. And like I said, people at my job, they're not taking it serious at all. They don't think this is a big deal. They think it's a conspiracy or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, like y'all not gonna care until your kids start dying. But then it's kind of too late. Like once that start happening, it's too late. Like it's gonna get way worse before it gets better. You know, because I keep telling people like, yo, like we're at the beginning stages of this outbreak, yo. Like, you know, we're so far in the beginning of it that people didn't think Black people could get this joint because there wasn't a whole lot of Black people getting reported that they were getting it at the time. And then you start seeing the basketball players talking about something they got it. And you hear some actors talking about something they got it. Huh?
Hey, CK.
What's up?
That was niggas on Facebook saying that, yo, that wasn't the people.
Well, yeah, of course. You know, the people on Facebook, you know, are just regular people like us, just crazy as hell.
No, I meant the regular people wasn't saying that Black people couldn't get it. They just was giving you the case. They wasn't telling you the ethnicity of the people or whether they was males.
Yeah, for the most part, they weren't saying the ethnicity of the people that were.
They wasn't even saying that they was male and females. Remember, they just was giving the numbers.
Yeah, originally they were just giving the numbers, and then they started giving like the ages, and now they got like to the point where they're giving names, age, you know, sex, and also like if they have been traveling, and sometimes if they have it even more detailed than that, they'll say like where they went, whether they went on that cruise in Egypt, whether they were in Italy, whether they were in China.
But they ain't saying whether they Black or white neither though, right?
No, they're not.
Right, so
unless like a local newspaper is reporting it or something like that.
So tomorrow we're gonna handle. I think I'm gonna handle all that tomorrow, and the up and sources and go in on that. Look, we ain't got no more things in the chat room, man. Shout out to Garfield, man. Shout out to all the peoples, man. Man, stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep y'all educated on the coronavirus. This is where you can find the real information at, man. A lot of misinformation out there, y'all. I don't expect the people to support me, support the pseudo killers, to be found that nonsense. I see there's a lot of ignorance all around me. It's a lot of ignorance all around. It ain't even worth the conversation. Find one young person in the area of people you talking to and convince them. All right? But I'm telling you, man, people is off the chain with misinformation, yo. I've never seen it so bad. And we got people in our community actually adding the fuel to the fire, man. Our lives are at stake here. Now, I'm not saying that the coronavirus is gonna kill everybody. That's not the point. The point is, eventually, the coronavirus will be a vaccine effective with a vaccine where we be good if the coronavirus come through. It'll be a vaccine treatable disease in a minute, y'all. So if we got people already acting like the preacher did, that don't take the vaccine, the thing is that we got a lot of education to do. So look, let's stop bickering back and forth on that bullshit, because we the only ones with scientific literacy. So watch this. If the niggas with scientific literacy is fighting each other, then what the fuck? Everybody calm down, man. And harkens back to the days of that damn ant to get that pathogen in his head, and all it want to do is climb up to the top of the daggone blade of grass. Has the coronavirus affected our thinking already? We might just be affected by the coronavirus that make the kids all want to go down to Florida and pile up together, crazy. That make the scientific literacy people want to fight against each other, crazy. That make the pseudo double down on the shit they were saying, even though in the face of people dying and getting sick, crazy. Man, I think that virus was a little bit earlier than we think, man. Look, man, I appreciate everybody, man, coming through. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out. Make sure y'all support Abs You Wear, man. Make sure y'all support the Mossy, man. Just make sure, man, y'all keep doing what we doing, man. Pseudo killers on deck, man. We out of here, man.
Peace.
Okay, Corey, did you want to say something concrete, Corey? Anybody want to say something?
I had a question though.
All right, go ahead.
It was kind of like not related though, but a little bit related. But did I hear that Polite was talking about the 5G shit too?
I wouldn't
like, politely speaking, yes. Well, what I'm saying is I don't want to address that, you know what I'm saying, without sources and everything.
Right.
I don't want to skim over that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's some sources in that video that we need to buckle down and grab them. So when we do, there's no coming back from that. So we definitely going to address that. We're going to politely address those issues, right? But we gotta buckle down. You know what I'm saying, Concrete Corey? We gotta be concrete with that.
I feel you.
You feel me? Just saying it ain't enough. Just playing a video and you know what I mean? That ain't enough. We need to have clear sources so we can show, right, the complete misinformation on all that. So yeah, I got a few sources, but I wasn't really ready to prepare today. Any more questions, Joe? You want to add something?
No. Just be aware, man. Understand how your immune system works, man. You know, that's the key. It's a part of your body. It's a part of you. So you should understand how the immune system works because it's part of your defense. It's part of your defenses. You know what I mean? You know, we worrying about a lot of things out there. We worry about this and that, but pathogens, germs is out to get you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So, you know, just be aware of that. And stop being spooked out. Stop listening to Pastor Sandy. Listen to the professionals.
Yeah.
The experts. Do what the experts say do.
Kent?
Man, hey, y'all go out there, grab that book, man. Deadliest Enemy, A War Against Killer Germs, man. Dude spitting a lot of facts in that jump. That's about it.
Easy. Closing statement.
I'm good. Only they took care of it.
You said Deadliest Enemy. What's the name of the author?
Michael T. Osterholm. It might be Osterholm. I'm not sure.
Do you mind typing it in the chat?
I got you. He actually
I thought it was gonna be an easy name, and I could just pull it up real quick.
He actually got a interview with Joe Rogan. That's pretty recent, man. It's a dope interview.
What's the name again, yo?
Michael T. Osterholm. I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Yeah. For those of y'all that's in the New Black Knowledge Discord server, if I find the book digitally, I'll drop it in there.
Oh, fact. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And those of y'all that are in the back chat.
I think Shefford on that.
Yeah. You got that, John.
There for you too.
Michael, what?
Yeah, those of y'all that's in the back chat. If y'all not in the New Black Knowledge Discord server, I'm gonna drop the link for y'all right now to join.
You got it in there.
Yep, it's in the back right now.
That was a video.
One last thing. I want to say the last words. Remember, family, science wins. Remember this in history. Let's not.
Nah, I was gonna say Juju wins. So if y'all get the fucking up, man, she'll put a spell on all of us, son.
DK. I love you. I love you.
Y'all see how I be quiet when Juju come through, man. Put a spell on us all, man.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
you get the misbehaving.
Who misbehaving?
She get to shake one of them dolls in the air. Next thing you know, you just walk yourself to the corner, put yourself in the corner.
Don't leave your hair around me. I'm joking.
Oh, thank you, Kent. But for those of y'all that's on the panel, I did drop the link for y'all in the back. And like I said, anybody that's in the chat, if y'all haven't joined and would like to join, just let me know and I'll send you the link. Just don't come through with no drama. And if you pseudo know your ass can't come up in there.
All right.
Yes, no pseudos allowed.
And if you do get up in there, you're going to get this work. Trust and believe.
Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Anybody. Your mama can get it. You can get it.
Mexican, the African.
Hold up now,
Everybody
I had to be easy on my mama now. Come on now.
The grandma can get it, great grandmama can get it, quadriplegic can get it, all of them, developmentally disabled can get it. We just want the
really?
truth.
the underdeveloped.
All right, I found the book.
Disabled. That is the PC term, okay?
Oh man.
Anymore. It's developmentally
See,
disabled.
if it's out of copyright date, people can copy that joint and put it up digitally.
Right.
Oh man.
That's how I've been finding a lot of these books.
Anybody can't get it. Mexicans can't get it. Africans can't get it.
Tell them all.
Definitely can't get it. Anybody can't get it. Blind, crippled, crazy, 8 to 80. Anybody can get it.
Already.
8 to 80.
Hey, man, we out, man. You ready to say something, Concrete Court?
Nah, I'm just saying 8 to 80, huh?
8 to 80, yo. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy, can't get it. Yeah, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all know how we do, yo. We out, man.
Peace.
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 Shemem Hotep.
Habibi Fahodi.